Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another reading. I hope you've been well out there. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. It's always a pleasure to host. I'd also like to thank you guys for all of your reactions, subs, comments, everything. Super thanks. All of that good stuff. That's really cool. The hype points, I just am stunned. I'm not even gonna lie. We got some stuff out here, though. Oh. Maybe someone's a workaholic here. Reputation keeps coming out. What about this reputation? What? Somebody might be a known slacker. I've definitely worked with several of those in my former life. Yeah. But I also like to thank my angels, ancestors, spirit guides, oversoul, and all sentient beings that walk with me in the highest white light, protecting me, you, and the messages during these exchanges. Look, y'all, what is this? Is someone selfish? Like, what is this? Oh, it has something to do with self-centeredness, whether this is someone who does it too much or isn't doing it enough. Their reputation is one of, it feels like someone who they're about a leisurely life, traveling, resting. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's, I'm still kind of out of touch with whether or not this is bad, like for whoever this is. You know what I'm saying? September life path. This is almost implying to me that this is someone that is meant to live an easy life. It has to be, because I can't feel any malice on it. This is someone that Taurus is here, siblings, spirituality. What? Money. Good God, oh man. Look, yeah, somebody's not supposed to be struggling. But, ooh, what is this though? I just got a wicked chill down the center of my skull, yo. Let me let's get to the tarot. I'm trying to understand what's wrong with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people have done the shadow work lifetime after lifetime. You know what I'm saying? They're vested enough to get a break now. That's what it feel like to me. Shoot, friend, what? You earn your stripes, you just have. It's just, and now this sounds like somebody on a spiritual level, on a cosmic level, has earned the right on a soul level to just be retired. Like, they chilling. Career, reputation. I want some energy on that. What's the reputation? Because I have the reputation on the table twice. I need to understand. The very first card out was about someone's reputation. Legacy, self. I don't see. Yeah, I don't see anything about. Okay, what is the career reputation? Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is a leader. This is someone that can make things happen. They're charismatic. It was like I said, what's wrong with that? I'm reading uprights with this new deck, y'all, by the way. Tell me more about this career reputation, because so far I'm still not understanding what's wrong with what's going on here. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there's somebody, look. There's somebody that's self-sufficient. They don't need to work for anyone else's corporation. They don't need to work at all, like whoever this is. Like, you're headed for the cosmic, the most amazing cosmic pension I've ever seen in my life. Someone with Leo placements, or this shift took place for someone during Leo season. I'm hearing 8-8 Lionsgate. You pass through a ring of fire. Look at it. It just so happens on this Queen of Wands deck here. Look at this, you guys. It's like she's sitting on a throne of lava, and there's a pool, there's a ring of fire, a pool of lava, fire around her feet. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you've ascended. Ta-da. Bottom line. And now you're in like some sort of winner's circle on a legacy level, like ascended, where you don't have to work. Look at this. Ace of Cups, honey. Yeah, you got it all, honey. When you latched onto the idea of ascending into your best timeline, it's clear that you weren't playing it small. He was like, yeah, I'm done with this. Muggle-ish. Done. The Chariot. I'm done. Moving on to my Ace of Cups. My Nine of Pentacles. My independence. My well-off, comfortable. Remember, we got a glimpse at that Taurus card when I spread some of these out that was on the bottom of the deck. We know how Taurus roll. They ain't about to not be comfortable, okay? Virgo. Energy on the table as well. I know you've seen it. So, going across here, reputation, travel, December. If you've been planning to go on a Christmas vacation or make something like that a part of your legacy, like it's a known thing every year, you do this big Christmas thing. You celebrate your lineage, your legacy, your you know what I'm saying, on a level, big level. Somebody is being advised or given the nod of agreeance from their ancestors about timing it in December, either around that Christmas holiday, basically Christmas holiday, winter solstice is the same time frame. So, but some people don't celebrate Christmas, but they're just pointing to that time in December, third week. You know what I'm saying? Really need to deal with the whole month, because portals don't just open and shut like that. It transitions into it. So all the days leading up to it still counts. And all of the days that trail behind. Okay. So, you did it before. You did it with the freaking last gate. Don't act like you don't know how to do this. How to center yourself with divine timing involved and catch the wave. You know what to do. All right. So many questions for me here, because how so it's just easy street, just like that. Boom. All right. Tell me more about this column over here. Rest, reputation, Virgo, like the rest and reputation part. Five of Wands. Oh. Okay, then. So that's the Nine of Wands. Yeah, so there's someone that has been, or some force, energy that has been in repeat opposition of you being able to just take it easy. Like, they feel like you're supposed to be out there struggling just like them. If you were to be more frazzled and under the gun, or behaving like you're under the gun, it would make them feel more comfortable, because then it would confirm that you haven't ascended up beyond an energetic bracket where they can't even see you anymore. Like, if I can still see you and I can tell that this and that is going on and you're still susceptible to this or that, then that means you're not gone yet. But when they look up and they don't see you anymore, and they don't have the sight, their sight don't go far enough to be able to see, sense, or come into your energy anymore, like, they get paranoid. You know what I'm saying? They're like, wait a minute. That's when they know that you're gone. Because they stalk the hell out of you when you're near the timeline they're on. So they be checking for you. So when they checking for you and they still can't find you, they're like, oh, I know that. Well, so-and-so is up out of here. And you are. Chariots right there. They were looking for you, friend, and you were gone. They were looking for you with the panic, though. Like, oh shit. Where are they? Are you kidding me? Where the fuck are they? With the panic look, like they lost their keys. Because on some real, let's keep it real, friend. they're patting themselves down or patting down the ethers. Panic like they lost their keys. You know why? Because they did. They did. They freaking did. They can't unlock nothing without you. Critical things they can't unlock without you. So when them keys come up missing, yeah, you know the feeling. You know the feeling, friend. That's how they feel. Because you didn't pull that chariot stunt and you're gone. Look at this. This where you headed straight to the top. They already know. They already know. They already know, friend. They stole keys. What meant for them to ever touch? They've been guarding it with their life. Their little sneaky ways of staying attached to the perimeters, the exterior of your energetic field. Some of them not directly attached to you, but they be right on the outskirts, still lurking. They're parasites. Obviously, they perish without a host. Okay? This is them clamoring at the air for oxygen. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean that the power gets shut off and I depend on an oxygen machine? Like, immediately I'm in peril. This is what they're experiencing. Two of Swords. Yeah, so you stepping into this is something they definitely didn't see coming this way or that way. They did not see that. There's no way for them to come to a consensus about any of it because they didn't see it coming, friend. You put a skitty scat move on them. You pulled a fast one. You vaporize in thin air. They can't figure out if you went east, west, north. Page of Swords. So I'm hearing that some of you deactivated or you stopped posting in certain places in social media. Page of Swords. As soon as I saw Page of Swords, it was certain social networking profiles of yours, but they had their little weird, anonymous profiles watching it still. They were still watching those particular pages, and then it just went. Whew. But that was because, again, some of y'all pulled a skitty scat move and you went in a different direction, or you're going in a different direction. That was the advice to a lot of you a few readings back. If I can remember which one it is when I scroll through all my vids, I'm going to put it in the description below. Okay? Because in that reading, we were all advised to lose them, to get them off of our trails, that we were, being sort of trailed by hungry dark attachments in the distance. And that it was imperative for them to not know where you were going, how you were getting there, and when you were getting there. None of that. It was just totally shake them off you. And this right here is the continuation of that, of letting you know that you've done it. They thought they was going to follow you down to your next thing and steal what they could and pilfer and run off and try to lay claim to being the originator for this and that, knowing daggone well, literally, you're the keys. They can't go anywhere without you. You pulled off on them, basically, friend. You did it successfully, but you were that. Well, if that's what you did innately, and you hadn't seen that reading yet, you're naturally aligned with the message of totally detouring away from the acidic energies, the dark attachments, the parasitic, malevolent entities, energies, whatever, spirits, angels, demons, fairies, dragons, whichever ones is on some F-ish. Everybody's been getting away from them, and this is just kudos to you, friend, because now they're out there scouring the edges of the universe. This is them clamoring for air. Yeah, that's where you got it right now, because you were literally a freaking oxygen. All right, I want to get a little bit more nosy. A little bit more nosy. Let's talk about who these people were. I mean, we got Leo, Virgo, yada, yada. But, let's pop some joints and see if the character traits. I got a few character traits in here. I'll take this hunk. Yeah. Come through spirits. Hi, John the Conqueror. Hey. Look at that. You got that conqueror energy on you. They thought they was just going to be hovering over you like some worse mosquito ready to drink your blood all the time, and you won't gonna never be able to do nothing about it. But boy, you pulled out that electric tennis racket and crisped they soul on fire, friend. They didn't see it coming. They didn't. And I think all they do is look. All they do is watch. All they do is lurk. So it's saying a lot if you were still able to cloak easily. It's so easily. Like it was so easy, because there's no way they don't have no idea where you went. Beat that thing like a drum. This is what your ancestors got to say about them. You pulled off, and then the goons stay behind and whip ass. Yeah, Devil C is here. Devil's Triangle. So it's 3 of them. Just a heads up. A very, very small sort of coven or group or whatever. Black eyes here. Yeah, they getting bonked out by your ancestors. Pisces energy with that High Priestess number 2. I'd say Taurus as well. But yeah, they getting god daggone. I'm also hearing for some of you that this may have been someone that you were tied to, where you always had to defend yourself, like actually. Maybe they know how to handle their liquor or something crazy like that. But look at this. They done, this is crazy. They just will not stop talking about this acidic Capricorn. I'm too tickled, personally. Because apparently this acidic Capricorn thought they was going to pull a stunt with some candle magic. And it was a High John the Conqueror candle. For some of you. For some of us. Yeah. Wow. Of course. Of course. Of course they try some funny business. Okay? Yeah. It's a success on getting they paws on this vagrant. Your ancestors got them by the collar, honey. And you got this here. Berkat. Blessings, my friend. Hebrew power term. Cultivate the energy however you're comfortable doing so. Meditation, prayer, candle magic, whatever you're doing. Just as long as you're moving on the up and up and you ain't cursing or hexing or doing no devil seed type trash to nobody. You are divinely built for a reason is all I'm going to tell you. Shem Angel 54, Nathaniel is here. King of Heaven, my friend. Yeah. These blessings for you and that butt kicking for them is all divinely ordained. That acidic Capricorn is getting stomped out in the holiest, most divine fashion. And don't forgive them. They said you keep right on your success wave over here. We got them. The ancestral goons said we got them by the collar, baby. Don't you worry. We got them strung up by the ankles, honey. February is significant. I just heard Aquarius and then Valentine's Day. Something significant about that for someone. 54 is significant. 45 is also significant for someone. May 4th, April 5th. Reduces down to 9, friend, which is the Hermit card. This is the kind of butt kicking that's making someone look within, friend. Like, where did I go? Where did I go wrong? did I end up here? Like, I gotta never, ever, ever do that again. What the fuck is this? Taurus season. Significant. I'm hearing a stretch from February into spring. Taurus season. Very significant as it pertains to your berkat and this butt kicking. Get them, get them, get them. And don't forgive them because, you know, those retrogrades, you're only reviewing it to decide again. Yes. Get them. Devour them. Shem Angel 53 here. Nanael, God who brings down the proud. Do you see what I'm saying? They're getting tossed about, friend. They're getting tossed about, all right? Nothing they can do about it, friend. Black eyes for everyone, friend. The ancestors, the whoever's, the entities they worked with, the demons they summoned, and everything on board with the BS getting tossed, friend. Whoop, just like that, like it's nothing. Okay, 53 is significant. 35 also significant. May 3rd, March 5th, significance. Again, that late winter into spring. Whew. The heat is on. Yeah, it's like that. Things get hot on their derriere. Things get hot on their derriere. And things get nice and cozy warm for you. We've had several readings leading up to this one that have mentioned you blooming and blossoming and budding right along in divine timing synced up with spring itself. You know, for those of us that get the warm weathers during that time of year. Woo, yes, these kind of dirt bags, you don't want them on this timeline with you, okay? We need people with integrity around. Folks who are weak for this, too weak for where we're going, friend. They're 3/5. They don't know how to walk upright yet, all right? Because if smacks and or moolah is their primary focus, like they're obsessed with it, they'll do anything for it. Stay far away from those animals, friend. Okay? They are animals. The end. Okay? Yeah, I said it. And watch, it's going to be a few animals in the comments barking like, anyways. Learn stand upright first before you come barking over here, right? Top flight security. Their protections are BS. Big daddy energy. So for these to come out together, I'm hearing there's a fake emperor in the midst, okay? I'm guessing it's that acidic Capricorn who did that candle magic with that Hygiene candle. Idiot. Idiot. Okay? Boom. Let me out. Boy, the way my ancestors be just taking a big warm number dues on them people's, on some of these karmics' foreheads. Taurus energy on the table. Yeah. Either it's a Taurus karmic or that season is significant again. Yeah. Yeah. I just can't. This is the funniest reading, you guys. Like, I'm having a great time. I know, like, my spirit team is so petty. You have no idea. Like, don't ever cross us. Friend, our ancestors don't go for stuff like this. They're going to put their finger on people's nose like, I know you didn't think, you little weasel, that you was going to get away with any of that. Big dummy. Big old dummy. Okay? We got strength card energy coming off of that 53, reducing down to 8, ladies and gentlemen. Heavy on the Leo placement. Leo energy here. Big time. Okay? We're also talking about the heart space, you know, where courage and having heart and integrity, okay, come into play. I'm guessing the acidic Capricorn lacked in that respect. Look at this. God who sees all. Look. Not only can the divine on this side of the fence, on our side of the fence, not only can they see everything, okay? They have the authority to get the right to do things about that which they're able to see. Otherwise, the universe would not even grant them clearance to be able to detect certain stuff. So your spirit team, your ancestors have the kind of clearance that even though this person tried to cloak, they still saw everything. And the things they can see, they can also touch. Okay? They're up the creek. That Capricorn. Because 6 and 9 reduces down to 15. That's the devil. That Capricorn. They're on a masculine Capricorn's ass real hard. They're beating it like a drum. They said. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah, they're on it. They're on that Alaska. They're on it, friend. So something apparent is going to be revealed about this person or this situation or some of these elements next year. So if you're totally clueless about who I'm talking about in your walk or even in mine, shucks, who cares? It'll be pretty plain in 2026 at some point. Yeah. So 69 is significant. Maybe this person was a stone cold freak. Okay. Yeah. 96 is also significant. Not sure what that is referring to. Maybe that's a significant year or number for someone. Maybe an address. Woo, who that? Suspicious reappearance. Of course. Of course. They're pulling up to try and make friends again. Because please, gosh, could you tell your ancestors to stop beating my ass like a drum? Like yeah, of course they're not going to say that, but that's what their soul. The tone under how you been, where you been, all of that. But hiding behind all that is going to be a quivering creature, hoping to God that you buy into it even a little bit. I believe your ancestors mean for you to completely ignore this person. Even if they walk straight up to you, your instructions are to pivot and continue on your chariot journey away from that BS. Without a word, not a sound. Mental magic is here. Because they're toxic and they're obsessed with you. Again. You done ran off with their oxygen, their keys. Where you going? Please. You know? Shim Angel 58 here. Yeah, little man, come through. Yeah. They're getting tore down. They're getting pure, uncut cosmic destruction. Okay? In every possible way. In every possible way, yo. Somebody on your squad is a maniac, yo. They're like on the punishment team. Like they don't even call this person up, this ancestor or this energy up until it is time, okay, to punish, to torment, okay? This being, this particular one, actually really enjoys the way the screams sound. The begging. Like, I don't know, I'm not even gonna lie, she's feeling kind of psycho. I wouldn't ever wanna qualify to have to meet this one. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to qualify to have to meet these guys that are on actually everyone's ancestral squad. Believe me when I tell you. They transmute all of the suffering, okay, that you endured. That is how they do it. They exert it back where it came from. Okay? Exactly how it was sent out therein. And then at the minimum, an equal match of torment special from us on top of that. On top of their own stuff that's coming back. Okay? And I reckon if you're in that line of work, you would have to love it in order to want to do it. And I can tell this ancestor loves the way this particular person is responding to the pain because of how they did you. They're really enjoying it. This is sweet, sweet, sweet revenge. Retribution. Congratulations. Oh, he's back. God, I'm telling you, friend. Look, these are two different cards for the same being. What did I say to you? What did I say? I said that this is about, look, what's the song? My soul, gosh, Psalm something. I should be pinched right now. Don't pinch me though, y'all. It's a psalm, an invocation song. The invocation song for Yael says something to the tune of, "Oh Lord, my soul is sore, vexed. It's sore and it's vexed. But thou, Lord, how long?" It's like them asking the question, like, how long do I have to deal with this torment? Like, please, how much longer? This is intense. That's the invocation song for this angel. The one that deal with this and that, okay? And this and that. Cutlets, knives, butchers, marksmen. I can hear the grinning. This is 13 energy as well. 5 and 8 reduced down to 13. You know that's the death card, right? So yeah, they're gonna come around like, hey, how you been? Basically asking you to save them. But I want to remind you, friend, you're not supposed to be doing that. They don't even have the clearance. They don't even have the clearance to address you directly. Facts. That's why he was taken off their radar all the way. New moon energy is significant. Yes, indeed. Very interesting. Loud and wrong. See that? See that? See that? But this is how they wanted to be when they thought they had some sort of upper hand or some sort of alliance with this triangle, this triad, this trio of people who were sending toxic candle magic your way. Yeah. Yeah, it was fine then. They was proud. Knowing daggone well they were lying to you, lying on you, all of their movements. Deceptive, sketchy, selfish. Yeah. Self-serving. Africa is significant on the table. Origins or destination may be significant. Detroit, you're on the table. Thank you, Jamila. I want to say you pronounce it Jamila or Jamila. Please put the phonetic spelling, darling. I really hate to botch people's name. But I saw you help me out with the last read when I was trying to figure out what the name of that Will Ferrell movie was, Semi-Pro. And as soon as this came out, I thought about it. I was like, yep, Semi-Pro energy out here. They had put together that weak-ass squad. Like the Will Ferrell squad in Semi-Pro. They put together that weak-ass squad. And they were loud, proud, and lying and wrong. All out front. When they thought that they had an upper hand with that weak-ass squad. I ain't saying Detroit weak. I'm just talking about the movie, y'all. What's up to Detroit? But they what, man, come through, Spirit. They wasn't even on your level. Look at this. This is somebody who gets loud, sloppy drunk. Or at least that's how they are now for sure. That's the only way they can deal with the pain of getting their job beat out from under them. Getting all their resources, their funds dried up. Everything's, snatched out from under them. And in exchange, in return, they're getting more debt. No, you don't get any more liquids. You just, all you get is debt things, and minus things, minus things, minus things. Yeah. All destruction over there. That they was loud and proud and all out front with their little lies and their little schemes and the little underhanded things they were doing. Okay? Until this stuff started getting beat out from under them. Their friendships, their connections, their family connections, you know what I'm saying? Their co-parenting connections, like all of this stuff just started to rot. Like, don't nobody want to deal with them. Everybody's irritated with them. You know what I'm saying? You always broke. You on that. You ain't never on time. Can't nobody depend on you. You selfish. You know what I'm saying? You rude. You basic. Get away from me. Yeah, life beating that ass. And this is not. And this is in their professional life too. For a lot of them, they trying to make networking connections in their lane. People like, you bad for business. Everybody know you got the dark cloud over you. Don't nobody else want that. Go away. They need a spiritual cleanse. Yeah. And then they getting washed out in the South Atlantic anomaly. There's somebody that may be located in a state or a region that's connected to the Atlantic Ocean. But this talking about the South Atlantic anomaly off the coast of Brazil in the South Atlantic Ocean. Okay? So if they in the North Atlantic Ocean, their ass is getting slung as far as the South is from the North, baby. Like they getting tossed about. What I said. 9 is the Virgo energy, Hermit energy on them again. Like looking deep within. Like how? Why? Lord, how long? Let me out. Introspection like a bug. They trying to find they trying very hard to find where that misstep was. How did I think I was gonna do this, or why should I have done this? They were under the influence, a lot of them. They were under the influence of candle magic as well. Alcohol, substance was definitely something a bit external that led to things getting wound up in and embedded in them internally. Okay, because once the dark attachments get in and you keep up the BS, they can take root. Okay, yeah, and now you got then they ended up with something else in the wheel that's getting them tossed about. Yeah, because your protections are solid and fortified. They ran up on a real pit bull. They ran up on a real one. Like they thought that thing was asleep, and now lockjaw is latched onto their mother freaking ankle. They can't do nothing with that lump of muscle. Okay, imagine if a pack of them pulled up like that. They played. Look, Scorpio season has shown them something about them protections in particular. That's why this retrograde, if you seeing this in real time, honey, yeah. They're like, oh my God, please get your dog. Please get your dog. Get your dog. Get your dog. Imagine them. They done climbed up on top of a car. They on the roof screaming, get your man, get your dog, put your dog up. They is desperate. Tonight, something very, very interesting takes place as it pertains to this ancestral ass whipping. This tribal beatdown that's going. Hey, yo, all the Val vortices is out here. This is how it's supposed to go. I'm hearing that some of them getting whipped on by a Taurus. Yeah. Woo! Look, when I looked at Rising, I literally saw the Hulk standing up because Taurus is written in green. And you know, when he stand up, like once he straightened his back and he's like 10 feet taller than he was before, like this is the Rising. That green animal, it might be a Taurus that's doing a Hulkamania, a Hulkified swell up, green swell up, rising up on that ass. We got the 10th Val Vortis, New Hebrides Trench. That's off the coast of Vanuatu, near the Solomon Islands. My gosh. Getting tossed from north to south to southwest. Just throw it all about. Do you hear me? I'm talking about their soul is sore vexed, they said. The invocation song for the Schwar angel. They catching it real bad. Real bad. Yeah. Sagittarius season is gonna hit them even harder. Like they thought Scorpio season was a doozy. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. There could be a Sagittarius involved as well. Sagittarius placements here. Yeah, they getting crushed under the wheel of fortune now. Yeah, look, tonight and then morning. Yeah, so something happens overnight. There's a big energetic shift overnight. Okay, May 9th, September 5th, significant. Reduced down to 14, which is the Temperance Angel, the Temperance card. That's definitely Sagittarius energy. They've just confirmed that for us, guys. God, who knows all things. Look at this. We had God who sees all things. Now God that knows all things. Yeah, this is L. Anything more that was being hidden by Sagittarius season, it's all out on the table, because this is like, so this okay, what we're witnessing here, people, is your ancestors beating a confession out of this person. In the etheric realm, they have grabbed them by the collar and they're beating details, answers, confessions, agreements, you get out of this person. And that's why, because as above, so below, right? All right. That is why now on the earthly plane, what is materializing is this person panically reaching out to you because the confession has been beaten out of them. You understand? So what I want to know is, do you even stand around and hear this? Like, I kind of get the feeling that the psycho ancestor that's enjoying the torment wants you to see. I think they're proud. They're really proud of their work, friend. They're like, you'd be proud, friend. I think they're intending to, this is like, you know how anybody who's had cats before or knows about this, you know, if you have a cat that likes to hang outdoors and really do their outdoor cat thing as well, they tend to bring you back carcasses of animals as gifts. Yeah, this is the ancestral version of that. Like this is like them slinging this person at your feet. Like, yeah, here's the weasel. Throw him on the ground, kick him in the butt. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this is. Let's look in, friend, and see, are you supposed to be entertaining this at all? Are you supposed to be entertaining? You know what I'm saying? How long do you get into it? Like, we don't want you to turn into a full-blown psycho like Ancest, because that's their job, is to be security in this fashion. You are in your retirement era. They want you to know that your cosmic secret service is working amazingly for you. And in this particular instance was a high threat level because of how close this person had gotten to you and then betrayed you. Okay, so it is important for you to be reassured that you and the rest of existence are now safe and spared from this particular vessel's dark attachments. They want you to know everything's cool. We have secured the premises. That is what this is about. All right, so tell us about this confession that has been beaten out of this idiot. Okay, how is friend supposed to, like, what is the advice as it pertains to how to handle that situation? Do they entertain this jerk at all? Like, at all? Like, are you supposed to just hear them out and be like, oh, okay, bye, don't ever come back? that's show is here. It says express, create, radiate joy and enthusiasm. Oh, I think they want you to, that is insane. Your ancestors are on one. Ooh, they like fan your ass in their face. Yep. I don't know who is being given a green light to do this, but this is a part of the display of the scales being balanced work. So apparently on the previous side of this person publicly humiliated you in some way. You may not have seen it, but somewhere outside of one-on-one interactions with you and them, they openly said things and did things in front of other parties that pertain to degrading you in some sort of way. So now on the other side of the scale, the only proper way to at least neutralize this acid is to have the alkalinity of them having to watch you openly be exactly what they said you were not. Everyone seeing it, because this is a show. This is you peacock strutting out. That is how you're neutralizing the acid in this case, because there was a public element to the to the degradation. So it also has to be an open display of the opposite, which is what you actually are. And this ain't you putting on no airs. This is just you allowing people to get a glimpse of what you are all the time anyways, whether anybody's looking or not. This is you just deciding to be social for a bit. It's harmless, actually. You're balancing some acid with its opposite. Okay? Destiny is here. Yeah. So this was one of the reasons why they openly mocked you somewhere else, was because they knew that your destiny required you to be on display. So they did and said things so that you would not be able to be taken seriously while on display, or you would lose enthusiasm for being on display because, you know, the scenery would have been tainted. This is someone that knew that your actual life mission requires you to reach people. And because of the messages you bring, or the insight and the enlightenment you bring, it's one of those sacred walks where being trustworthy, okay, it matters. You would have to have a solid reputation of having integrity in order to be successful on this walk, because you're a truth speaker or of some sort. Bell is here. It says call, warn, wake up signal. Yeah. We can't have you as a trusted alarm system if someone has made people believe that all you do is cry wolf anyways. That means life mission unfulfilled. Because one of the requirements, okay, to be credible in your spiritual walk and in your path means that you would have to be able to have integrity and be seen as someone with that, okay? So they tried to mess that up somehow, try to make people think that they didn't need to trust you, or that they shouldn't trust you. Delivery is here. Yeah. So as I looked at escort, this is your ancestors telling you that yeah, delivery is here, special delivery. This is again them throwing the bum at your feet like we got them. This is your beautiful cat familiar bringing back that crazy possum. Yeah, I had a cat. He was such a beautiful big boy. 3 cats worth of big boy. You understand? When he stretched out, I swear from paw to paw, he was like 4 feet long. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, that big guy wrestled down and mauled a daggone possum. Yeah, he was not a game. I saw Elliot chase a darn dog down the street. Like, dogs used to run from him. They was like, what the hell is that? Because, yeah, he was more than just some cat. But, yeah, this is your ancestors dumping the gift at the front porch on the step. Like, look, I brought you this thing. Yeah. Because you're on retirement and you ain't supposed to have to worry about nothing. This is just your security letting you know that the alarm system went off and you can go back to cooling out because they got the thing. This is what the thing was. This is what the thing was up to. This is why the thing is squealing. Yeah, we ripped his neck a little bit, but it's cool because they're supposed to drop. They're supposed to transition anyways. We're going to finish them as soon as you go back to your piece. We just want you to know that everything's under control. Yes. Everything you're grateful for, you can continue to be at peace with that being in your life because everything's going back to normal. We just had to let you know. Yeah, that's all this was. Yeah, what did I say? When they cry out, ignore them. They say, yeah, you can go back to what you're doing. We've got it. We just wanted you to know that so-and-so was trying. Again, we found them on the southwest. We found them out in the trench, out in the southwest portion of the property. But you're fine. You can go back to your peaceful, serene life. Look at that water. Look at those flowers on gratitude. Let me tell you something. Personally, I'll know for sure that I've arrived fully, and I'm actually quite comfortable now. But on some reaching for the stars type in-game stuff, I'll know that I've made it when I have my own personal library on my property. Facts. Because do you know what kind of a person you have to be to still have the luxury of sitting still and devoting your time to holding a text and just immersing yourself in it? That's somebody that can do what they want to do. Okay? Because most of us, even when we're taking in information, we're still multitasking because we have so much that we have to accomplish. Someone that can sit down and use their two hands to hold a book and put their hands, their physical body and their mind into this one thing, into this world, that means this is like someone who's free to travel. Oh, I went to Bangkok last week. Oh, I went here this week. They're able to throw their whole selves into that one adventure. This is somebody that's living a good freaking life. Okay, they don't have a lot of demands on them. They can travel through their books and do what they want to do in their personal. When you have a personal library, that means you're free to do that whenever you want, as much as you want. Okay? I know for me, I'm definitely going to be, having that library. You know, with all the beautiful cherry or mahogany wood all around. Yes. With the green velvet accent wall panels. Give me a break. And the freaking globe where you open it and it's like fine whiskey and crystal shot glasses all around. Give me a break. Yeah, I want that. I'm gonna have it too, friend. You know, and I'm not even like a drinker like that, but it's like you're supposed to have it. Yeah. Look at this. Disappears here. Yeah, your ancestors about to take them. What did I tell you, friend? If they pull up in person, you supposed to pivot and pull off. Like, yo, yeah, I don't hear nothing you have to say. Here come the pit bulls. I'm going back in the house. I'm going back to my study. Pull out my favorite Edgar Allan Poe book or whatever. And I'm going to read. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to giggle. And I don't have to look to see what email that was. I don't have to do this. I'm in my study, reading my books, declining to deal with this person. This person is disappearing. What, you see that second word, right? Didn't I say? EALL is here. Shim Angel 58. This thing is being tormented up out of here. Yeah. Ignore them. They're going away. That is what this says. Chat is here. Look at that with a lovely, lovely caffeinated display there. Exchange of information. Disclose information. Inquire. Okay, so let me see what else we have here. Yeah, but I'm hearing you to ignore them, but they're totally showing up to try and beg you for some sort of friendship in a roundabout way, or some sort of pardon is the word. Look at this. Journey, growth, faith. I'm sorry. Why did I say faith? Because it took a lot of that for you to get from around these people and shift into your better timeline. But what I meant to say was path and experiences. Yeah. You're in the process of doing all your chariot stuff. Like I said, they're running after you. They're running after the scent of you. Like, where are you? I need to talk to you, please. I need oxygen. Yeah. I need those keys. I can't get anywhere without them. Look at this. Guard. Yeah, your ancestor said, hell no. Didn't I say it was a pack of pit bulls out there? And now we have the canine reference. Yeah. Yeah, he or she, that acidic Capricorn, set them buddies off. They're protecting you. And it's a guarantee. Like I said, beating that ass like a drum. Yeah. Beating that thing down. It's a guarantee. The alarm went off. The bell went off. And they're going to deliver every time. Every time. They're enjoying this one in particular because this person was so egregious in their movements against you. You trusted them with all of your heart. This person was a complete savage in their intent for mere entertainment, for energy harvesting, just like, yeah, real degrading type stuff. Here it is again, though. Chat is here. So yeah, these are your guards, just alerting you to the process. Okay, restoring things back to peace, which is what they've been doing. Look, surprise! Here's a dead mouse. I love you. Yeah. You got up out of there. They, like I said, you disappeared, like you vaporized in thin air. They couldn't figure out which way you went. Father is here. Hunting, protection. Okay, so one of your in addition to your cosmic pit bulls, there is a masculine ancestor. Excuse me, that's dead serious about this going exactly how I described it going down. Seagull is here. Yeah, this is seaside energy. These are coastal folks I'm talking to or about. Yeah. This ancestor is making sure that you continue to live a life of freedom. You know, seagulls don't have to stay, you know, tethered to earth or none of that. This is a very free bird. If you ever watch them soar around at the beach and such, yeah, they be living their life, stealing people French fries and stuff. Yeah, don't have nothing good. A piece of sandwich sitting out, it is just beyond arm's reach. Yeah, try that at Buckrow Beach in Hampton, Virginia, or the ocean front of Virginia Beach, Virginia, and I bet you that sandwich be gone. Yeah. Come through, spirit. Tell us more. Yeah, this is just your ancestral squad lane. You know, we got them. We got them by the collar, beating that ass. And here you go, baby. Here's the prize: abundance, wealth, good luck, blessings. This is in a lot of instances, because this is a justice and a balancing process. The only way in this particular case for you to have your prosperity is for them to be stripped, because what they have in their possession is yours. Okay, so it's all the flip side of the same coin. All the coins, run it back. Yeah. Look at this. Terrific. And they're the hummingbirds. Oh my gosh. I miss these guys so much. Oh my God, I miss them. I had hummingbirds come, and this was my first time this year participating in having hummingbird feeders out for the guys when they started moving about. And it was such a thrill. I have to go back and get some of the footage I have. I was able to actually get some footage of them at the feeder. And I mean, like, some zoom in, really good stuff. Amazing. Okay. I could, they used to come by so much. I miss them, you guys. It was like getting friends on my patio all day. There were some days where they would have my back, the camera on my back patio door would be going off like every 10, 15 minutes. It's because they were coming and going all the time. Oh, I miss them. But anyways, such a lovely energy. It says, fantastic result, greatness, great moments. This is what's coming after prosperity. Look at your energy. Prosperity. Terrific prosperity, friends. Yeah. And look at this. But it's because of the boundary you set up to the parasite. You put that boundary up. Yeah. You took them keys back. Look at you, friend. This is absolutely beautiful. You deserve it. This person was mooching for so freaking long, and just, yeah, you limited you put a limit to that fusion. They had fused onto you the same way them dark attachments have fused onto them. But you did a hermit mode of your own, where you did your own introspection. And you're like, yeah, I'm about to turn the light off on this. Yeah, I'm about to fade to black. Some of y'all probably ghosted them. Was like, yeah, you know what, this ain't it. Yeah, you got secrets. You sketchy. You like, it's like cracking a code trying to stay connected to you in this loving, what was supposed to be love. You understand? But you're risky. You're a waste. You figured that out about this person, friend, and you said, I'm out of here. Yeah, no, nobody's putting. You have a real divine path. This person would have totally squandered your path and the trajectory of your entire cosmic lineage if you had continued to be off course. They were that kind of a detriment. Okay? No, then nobody get them kind of passes. That ain't cool at all. All right, boom. I'm about to close you guys out. I appreciate you stopping in, though. This was a nice little update. Look at this bonus. Woo! Come through on the split. Bonus money dropping in. Jackpot. You didn't hit the big leagues, baby. Yeah. You out front. Like I said, a lot of you are meant to be seen and meant to be heard. Okay? Because we're helping others. But there was an acidic Leo placement possibly as well, as you see here, while we getting this stuff together. But your new timeline is mess-free and stress-free. It's a life of ease. You could kick your feet up in your study. And read Alice in Wonderland. With your feet kicked up and your big lion head framed fireplace burning. With snowflakes falling outside. Yes. Ooh, cozy. Darling. This person had a dark spiritual, they were in cahoots with us, other folks that were dark spiritual folks. Dark spiritual coven on the bottom there. Very, very interesting, friend. Quite the update. I hope it has pleased you. I hope you're pleased with your security detail. They're the best of the best, honey. Yeah. That stuff that they replicated after here in the 3D, like the Secret Service folks. Yeah, they try very hard to mimic squads like yours. Like I said, they're trying real hard, and it's a mimic. So imagine what the original is like. Aquarius energy on the table, darlings. The season or placement significant. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Face-to-face fallout. Crap gets crazy. That's why it's best for you to just kind of do the pivot and peel off, like at the sight of them, like, oh no. Get the hounds. Release the hounds. Tender Kisses is here. Oh my gosh. I just heard a weird thing. Like if you got angry enough to get in this person to say, get out of here. Like, I mean, like close. They would this psycho person would actually take that as an opportunity to force a kiss on you. Like, so don't even get close to this person. I wouldn't. Keep your unfinished project secret, your relocations, your soft launches, your hard launches. Like, I mean, you can do what you want, but as far when it's at the planning stage, like, just no, because this person is trying to find anything they can. One of those acidic thing people is an acidic Scorpio. Yeah, I know a couple of those. Just like those acidic caps. I know a couple of them. There is one in particular, a little thief. You little thief thing, you. Look at me. But me and my friends are mess-free and stress-free. Yeah, it actually came right on out. A timeline of pure ease, honey. An admirer is watching you. Ooh, I bet you it's that acidic Scorpio. Because, again, she hungry. He hungry. Need oxygen. Need them keys. Cultivate the energy yourself since you so big, Dad. Sucker. Okay? Go get out there and show them that you were the one who created the moves. Yeah, show them how the moves go. Since you created it, show them how that look. There's divine timing involved in all this, ladies and gentlemen. You know, there had to be a certain level of tangles to occur before all the exposure. You know, your spirit team's very clever. Our teams are clever. They're the FBI models how they operate as best they can. Yeah, they let you get yourself tangled up to the point where you can't get yourself out of it. Okay, and then the hounds come. Yeah, so how you going to run if you're tangled up in all this stuff? These hounds about to eat that out of you. About to just get devoured. Look at this. What did I say earlier, friend? Oh, my gosh. The stuff they be waiting to show to people who actually make it to the end of the reading. They be waiting to the end for y'all, friend. They're doubling down on that. There's divine timing involved. There's a huge energetic shift point yet again, just like with that Lionsgate. Your next one upcoming is the winter solstice. Big deal in how and when this is all shifting. Yeah, lessons getting learned. For sure. For sure. Because people underestimated you. But look at that. Train wreck. The story about the stupid Karmic that did stupid stuff. Yeah, all them acidic folks. You are crowned in achievements, though, my friend. Maiden Mother Crone, meaning you're in Empress status or on a level where you qualify to mix and mingle with empresses. Okay, meaning you could be an emperor. But yeah, there's that backfire. Psh, look. You got out of there. You got out of there. Like I said, as soon as you got out of the way, that's when your ancestors let loose on that ass. On that train wreck. Yeah. They was like, we need you to get out of the way for this. You did this. You reached out to them. You prayed to them. You petitioned in writing. I would petition in writing if I were you. Okay? If you're not into journaling, you need to get into it. Put it in writing. So-and-so wronged me. I want an audit. Oh, there's another card over here that's flipped over, friends. Who is that? I'm going to get it out in a second. But yeah, making it clear that you want justice, that you deserve justice for something. Ha! I knew it. Best timeline shift, friend. Oh my gosh. Like I said. When is that? Let us remind you. When is it? That's your next jump. That's your next quantum leap, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, bottom of the deck says, wanted to win at all costs. Now they're looking stupid. I can flip this one back over now, y'all. Put it on. Yeah, they looking dumb. Real dumb. They got to go on off into obscurity. This is like I said in the other reading. This is like when Milli Vanilli got exposed for lip syncing. And then they couldn't be seen nowhere without getting mocked. It's like you can't even show your face outside type energy. Yeah, get on out of here. Scram. Nobody feel bad for the loser. They're taking it. This is them taking their walk of shame up out of here, or dragging themselves, getting dragged up out of here. After they got thrown on the porch, the cat and threw the mouse on the porch. Like, look at them. All right, now let's get them on out of here. Walk of shame. Whew, I love it. You know, ain't nothing like the scales being balanced back properly to where they belong. All right, this is your spread, ladies and gentlemen. If any of this resonated, you are cordially invited to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have yet to do so already. I hope this has been helpful. Also, personal readings just so happen to be open. If you're interested, you can check out the description box and for my email and send me a request, and I'll be happy to respond with the rates and the process. Also, have launched a few hoodies and t-shirts. You can check the shop out and see if it's anything in there that you like. All right, until next time, friends. Peace.